So we're with Katrin Schwede, who's Head of Communications for European Bioplastics. First of all, Katrin, congratulations on a really good conference. Thank you very much. It's been very interesting. So, lots of interest in bioplastics, but still only represents 1% of all the plastics in circulation. When's that going to change?
Well, we do see an increase in the market of bioplastics already. According to our latest market data, which we released today, currently the bioplastics production capacity is 2.05 million tons, and that will increase to 2.4 million tons in the next 5 years. There is an increase of 20%. Sure, it is a slower growth than predicted in the past years, but due to some capacities and increase in capacities that have not been realized as predicted in the previous years, those numbers and the growth rates had to be corrected downwards. But we are still on a track of continuous and very dynamic growth.
So, which polymers have been the stars, which have underperformed?
Well, the stars are really the biodegradable polymers, innovative polymers such as PHA and PLA. PHA has now finally entered the market at commercial scale. It's a very versatile polymer that is biodegradable, 100% bio-based, and that can be used in a lot of market segments and applications. Same goes for PLA, which is also expected to grow by 50% in the next 5 years. Other polymers, such as, for example, bio-based PET, has not been increasing at the rates that we've predicted in the past years, mainly because some big players have pulled out of the further development of bio-based PE, and they've now refocused onto the development of PEF, which is a new polymer, a very interesting polymer that is very similar to PET but is 100% bio-based and has better barrier properties. So it's a very good material for the packaging of bottles, beverages and food packaging. So it can replace a lot of PET in these applications.
So this is a genuine bio-based alternative rather than a drop-in per se.
Exactly.
And Coca-Cola is sort of notable as one of the companies that's pulled away. What do you see the prospect being for PEF?
Well, we expect PEF to have a really big growth potential, especially because of the wide range of applications and products where PET is currently used, and PEF is a 100% bio-based alternative for PET. So it can basically be used in all those applications and markets as well.
There are still companies experimenting with bio-PET. I mean, we saw that Nestle, Waters and Danone alliance, for example.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that is a very important and necessary development as well. What we've seen in the past was that it was a challenge to increase the bio-based content in PET, which is why some of the companies have now refocused to the development of PEF, but that we still see the development of increasing the bio-based content in PET is a very, very positive development indeed.
Just to clarify, what is the split between drop-ins and biodegradables?
The split currently this year is, I think, around 60% are bio-based durable plastics and around 40% are biodegradable plastics.
What did you think about the comments that were being expressed this morning about the use of the word biodegradable?
Well, I do very much agree to the comments that were made this morning. The term or the claim biodegradable by itself is not sufficient enough. We always have to make very clear communication, give very clear information on the actual environment where the product or the material is supposed to biodegrade.
The poor old consumer, I think, probably thinks that any bioplastic is biodegradable. Well, of course, all materials are biodegradable in reality, but I suppose they think they're all compostable. Is there anything we can do to bring consumers to improve the kind of knowledge base amongst consumers on what we're doing here?
Absolutely, yeah, I totally agree. There is still a lot of misunderstandings and misconceptions amongst consumers about the properties and end-of-life options for bioplastics. And we do have to get a lot better at communicating these properties and the right disposal option for these materials to consumers. And obviously we as the association have, that's one of our main tasks, but also the industry. But I also see the need to really team up with brands, with retailers who have a very direct link to the consumers, and we need to get them on board as well to help us communicate to the consumer and inform them about the proper end-of-life options for the different materials.
PEF is the sort of star turn at the moment, but the one that's coming up soon is going to be BioPP. What do you think about that?
Well, we are very excited about the announcement that BioPP might enter the market in the next 5 years, because a lot of companies have been asking and waiting for it. There has been, there have been attempts to make bio-based or bring bio-based PP to the market, but it was a too expensive process previously, and that's now going to change is obviously a very positive note, and we do see very, very big growth potential for bio-based PP just because of the vast number of applications and products that PP is being used.
Who's developing it?
I can't tell you.
I didn't think you would. We look forward to that. But 2022, I think, is the target date. Katrin, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.